is it when someone shows you a little bit of attention, you mistaken it for love? You mistaken someone telling you you're beautiful, I like you, I choose you, or I want to be with you for love. Once you start hearing those comments, you immediately start picturing a life with this person. So you emotionally start moving in with them. You're like, oh my God, I finally met a person that sees me. But can I be honest with you for a moment? All attention isn't love. Just because somebody is interested in you doesn't mean that person is meant for you. Just because someone chooses you doesn't mean you have to choose them. And the truth is, some do not fall in love with the individual. They fall in love with the feeling of being wanted. So with that being said, if you're interested to hear the rest of this video, I want you guys to do one thing for me. Grab your snack, grab your drink, and let's get straight into this session. I want us women to stop thinking the goal is to be picked, okay? The goal is not to be picked. Being picked is not the prize. Being loved correctly is. Being respected is. Being at peace is. And another thing, you should not fall for the first person that shows you any sort of attention. Michelle Obama said it best, date around. It's okay to date multiple people, because when you do that, you're actually learning what you like and what you don't like. So when you settle for just one individual, this is all you know. So date around, take your time, live alone if you can. Also get to know yourself, because if you don't know who you are, you'll end up building a life with someone because you're afraid of being alone. Self-love is being able to say that you're taking your time, you're not rushing things, you're not chasing, you're not settling. One of my favorite things is I'd rather be alone than to suffer with someone I'm unhappy with. One thing about me is I'm not rushing any relationship. I'm not rushing anything in life. This doesn't necessarily have to pertain about relationships. Stop rushing things that aren't meant to be rushed. There's no time limit here. The only person that's creating the time limit is yourself. So if you're in a season where someone's giving you some sort of attention, take a moment and pause. Start reflecting and start realizing, is this something that you want? Do you like them? Or do you like being liked? Do I feel safe? Am I falling for who they are as an individual? Or am I just relieved that I'm not alone anymore? So ask yourself those questions before you actually commit. Because when you're already whole, you don't need a person to complete you, because you're already complete. So you're not going to be confused nor distracted or pressured, because you know who you are. That's when you're going to get those true, authentic people. And I say this all the time. A lot of people say, Serena, how do you view love? Or what is the true definition of love? Me personally, the definition of love is how you treat yourself, how you wake up every morning, the things you say to yourself, how you take care of your body, how you take care of your mind, how you take care of your health, your hobbies, the things you do for yourself. Everything you're doing for yourself, that's love. So if you can love yourself in that way, you're capable of loving someone else. And when a person sees how you treat yourself, they will follow, because they will mirror what you do to yourself. How you treat yourself sets the tone for your partner to treat you. Choose you first before you even choose someone else. You don't need someone to complete you. You need someone who's going to complement the lifestyle you already built. Some of us aren't really falling in love. We're falling into relief. We're telling ourselves, like, finally someone's here, right? Because I'm no longer lonely anymore. There's a lot of people out here that is truly afraid of being alone. Any person that they find who gives them any sort of attention, they're attached to them. They're not okay with facing themselves. They're not okay with being in solitude. They're so used to being accompanied by someone. Love isn't good morning text. Love shows up when it's inconvenient. A lot of women are conditioned to believe that being chosen is the ultimate goal, but is that really the case? Being chosen by who? A person who's not stable? A person who cannot meet you mentally? A person who only shows up when it's convenient for them? How is that being chosen? Being picked isn't the flex, especially when you abandon yourself in the process. I also want to talk about this as well. I've noticed that a lot of people rush to move in with each other. So sometimes when you're really truly in love with a person, you want to be attached to them instantly. You want to move in with them. You want to do everything with them, which is completely understandable. I understand it. But I personally feel like you need your space. Living alone really changes you. I truly believe every woman should at least live alone once in their lifetime. Living alone teaches you independence. It teaches you solitude. It teaches you peace. When you live alone, it makes you realize that you don't need someone. You want someone. Let me go over some of the red flags here. As I mentioned, one of the red flags is moving too fast. They're moving too fast. They want to move in with you. They want you to be with them. They want to be intimate with you immediately. Love bombing you, inconsistency, future faking. They start talking about the future with you, like what it will be like if you guys just get married, move to a different state, and all those other things early on. I'm talking about those that you just met. I'm not talking about someone that you've known long term. You feel anxious, not calm. So your nervous system is not relaxed. You don't feel calm with them. You just feel anxious, like you have to rush to make those decisions. They want access to you. They don't want those deep connections with you. They cannot stimulate you here. That's one thing I don't understand. I personally feel like you have to make sure they're stimulating you here before anything else. That's just me. Peace is the loudest green flag. So the right person will not require you to shrink. The right love will not be confusing, and you will never forget about choosing yourself first. Stop falling in love with attention and start falling in love with choosing yourself, because you are not hard to love. You just have to stop offering yourself to people who only want parts of you. So with that being said, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this discussion. If you guys did, please feel free to give this video a big thumbs up. Until next time, you guys, peace.